Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Ikibu and today I'm going to do another Getting to Grips video with, this time on the Battle Pass coming in the Common Test server, which should come around about the same time this goes live in 1.8. We're going to go through the article again. I'm going to explain some of the features and the explanations on there. I do want to start with that the Battle Pass is going to be a feature that's meant for progression. It's not going to be paywalled. It's not going to replace anything. It's going to be there to kind of motivate people and to give people who maybe have finished everything in the game something extra to do. And if you want to throw some of your giant hoards of gold that you have on your account, maybe that people say that you don't know what to spend it on, this is going to be the perfect one for it. There will be no locked rewards behind the premium version. There will be no special rewards locked behind the premium version. Just about everything you can get in the free version you can get normally. It's just that the premium version will have extra rewards, and you will get choices between them in the normal version. So going through it, we have that it will be taking place in random battles only. It won't take place in any other grand battles or any other special modes and things like that, and it will be in tier 6 to 10 vehicles. The Battle Pass is going to be on the Common Test server, and the rewards you see are just purely testing purposes, so they will change when they go to the live server. There's going to be, as I mentioned, there's going to be a free version called Main Progression, and there's going to be a paid version called the Improved Progression System. And then once you've completed that cap of 45 levels, there's going to be something called Elite Progression, and this unlocks once you've got your way there. You don't need to win, don't worry, for all those people worried about that. You're going to be able to get a points whether you win or you lose. You're just going to get more if you win. So if you place in the top 3, you'll get 5 points. And if you place in the top 10, you'll get 3 points for a loss. Place in the top 3 for a win, and you're going to get 7. Place in the top 10 for a win, and you're going to get 5 points. There will be a certain number of Battle Pass stages, and reaching each one will reward you with valuable in-game goods. Once you reach a certain stage, you cannot lose it regardless of your battle performance. Now, one of the other things that I want to mention with this is if you progress maybe to level 10 through the free version and you get a nice juicy reward that you're thinking, I wish I could get the other one, if you then buy the premium version, you will unlock all the previous stages as well. So you don't lose any progress. You don't need to worry about skipping anything and losing out. If you get so far and think, oh, I wish I could have got that, you want to throw some gold at it, you'll unlock not only that reward, but all the ones before it as well if you then buy the premium version. One of the really nice things that's going to be coming in this is the bounty equipment. The bounty equipment is going to be pretty cool in that it's going to be kind of like in between normal equipment and bond equipment. And you're going to be able to upgrade it so it's at the same level as bond equipment, but then you'll actually be able to use gold to demount it. No more spending bonds to demount equipment, so it's going to be really cool. And you're going to get one piece on the free version, and then if you have the premium version, you're going to be able to get both pieces. So this is where we talked about where nothing's going to be locked, but you will have choices to make, and you can get extras for the gold version of this pass. One important note for this progression and the point earning is that you can only earn a fixed number of points per vehicle. Once you hit that point cap, you're going to then get a bonus number of points that count towards that progression. Different tiers will have different caps, and there will be some special vehicles, which we're going to go about shortly, which will have higher cap and earn extra points. The encouragement and the idea of this is to actually encourage you to play different vehicles, different tiers, and try lots of different things out, and rather than just spamming the same vehicle over and over again. Don't worry about hitting that limit. Hitting the limit is a good thing, and if you go over that limit in a battle, you won't earn those extra points. They will be lost, but the bonus you get for that cap is always going to be more than what you would lose from hitting it during that battle anyway. So we've mentioned all about the point system. Now let's talk about the bit that everybody's really looking forward to, and that's the rewards. So rewards and improved pass purchase. At each stage, there are 2 tracks towards rewards. There's a base and improved, so free and premium. To get your hands on improved rewards, you need to purchase the improved pass. A special item that will save you time and effort is available for gold in the in-game client. When you purchase an improved pass, you get the opportunity to receive improved rewards for each stage. Moreover, you instantly get your hands on the improved prizes you've already completed stages. So this is what I was talking about before. One of the things that's going to be locked behind the premium pass is that you'll actually be able to buy stages. Only available if you have the premium version. Those stages will either be individual or in blocks. You won't be able to buy these stages through the elite progressions. And if you buy a block of levels, you won't then lose those levels. You actually only pay up to the level of that cap. You're also going to have some what's called like storyline vehicles involved in this, where you're going to have unique commanders for those vehicles, and you're going to have some unique styles, 3D styles for those vehicles as well. And the idea of the storyline is these commanders can kind of like relate to the vehicle, and they have a whole narrative around them, which we're going to explain more once the Battle Pass goes live properly. Those vehicles will be the Object 277 and the Super Conqueror. When you have the premium version of the pass, you will be able to get both styles, but you will not be able to get both commanders. You have to choose one or the other, and then there's going to be a nice little event that comes after it, which we're going to go into more details with this. Elite progression. So this is what we talked about, where once you reach that level cap, you're then not going to be done and dusted and there's nothing else for you to do. That progression that we talked about is still going to be there. And so we're going to call this elite progression, where you'll be able to earn extra rewards per level, and then after a bunch of levels you're going to hit a landmark reward, say a bunch of bonds for instance. You won't be able to buy levels through the elite progression system. It's available for both free and premium versions of the Battle Pass, and you will also have a nice little badge that kind of highlights that you've reached this level, and it highlights how much you've been able to grind. So it's going to be really good for those people who kind of want to show off their shiny goodies. Another important note, you don't need to log in every day to complete the stages. You can do this at whatever pace you like. So if you want to do 10 levels in a day because you're a hardcore monster, go for it. If you want to do one a day, you can do that too. It's at whatever pace you like. So that's the main points of all of the Battle Pass. Before I kind of highlight the obvious things of the common test, I do want to highlight that this is not meant to replace premium account. This is there for pretty much everybody to enjoy, free and premium players alike. This is going to be a feature that is very new to the game, and it helps people who say they maybe don't have anything to spend their gold on. We're giving people lots of options, as you've seen taking place in the game, and this is one of them. So feel free to spend your giant mounds of gold that you may have on this and give it a try. Even if not, there's going to be some nice rewards for you there. Remember that the rewards you see on the common test server are not fixed. They're going to be different when they go live. This is purely just a mechanics test. And otherwise, just about everything you're going to see, you need to go onto the common test, try and break it. Try and find ways you can break it so as it doesn't break when it goes live. Give us your feedback. Let us know what you think about the Battle Pass system on the common test client. And yeah, download, give it a go. Let us know. If you'd like, put it in the comments below. How do you feel about the Battle Pass? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video of Getting to Grips.